Let's start talking about the report of data practice. Here I will show you in the four parts, and the first part is the problem statement and data management, and the second part is the data management. The third part is hypothesis statistical testing, and the last one is multivariate analysis. To make this all into so the first time we turn to the problem statement, I choose to analyze the factors that affect the spread and the severity of the epidemic. So I choose two factors: the vaccination and the population. That shows the impact on the epidemic, and the data management here is interesting because when I choose those variables into a subset, it shows that there was so many null values that could not be deleted or just what I need to do is to replace them with 0. And then I found that there was no any value that less than 0. So, and when I calculate the frequency of the data, it shows that there was most of them were 7 days for each data set to upload and updated. So I choose all these data in from every 7 days, and most of them are uploaded in Sunday. So I choose all the Sundays here, and the code I use to select the state on Sunday is to make the data to the data type and choose the weekday equals to 6, and which means that which 6 means the Sunday, and 0 means the Monday. And from that we make some frequency calculation and use the visualization to show the tendency and the changes of each variables, and the distribution of some variables. And then in the dataset, I create some secondary variables, the vaccination rate and the full vaccination rate. Although in this dataset there was some variables like vaccination rate, vaccination per million, per thousand, and it was not direct enough to show the relationship between it to the epidemic. And I used the QCut to divide the population density into 4 groups. Here I just divided them into average, instead of using the median number to divide them into 2 groups. And it shows and use the and here it turns to the hypothesis testing and hypothesis and the statistical testing, and those are used some correlation analysis and the variation and regression analysis. The first we use is to make sure the relationship between vaccination rates and new diagnosis, and I use correlation analysis and p-value statistical significance. And the scatter diagram shows there was not significant relationship between these two variables, and in the p-value it didn't shows the significant relationship, so we dropped the hypothesis of H0 and null hypothesis, and accept the and then we cannot reject the null hypothesis, and then also those to analyze the relationship between full vaccination and coverage and increased mortality. Both of them are in the correlation analysis and p-value statistical significance, and it shows the positive analysis, positive significant relationship in full vaccination rate and new deaths. The population and the epidemic also use the correlation analysis and p-value statistical significance, and it also gives us the result that the aging country has a higher death rate, and it shows the p is less than 0.001. So it was highly significant. And then when it turns to the population density and the total cases, it shows the p-value shows it was significant, but it doesn't but the but the impact on the epidemic doesn't shows a very significant influence in that. So it may be affected by other factors. Also, I used the box line chart to show that in the high and very high countries, those new cases are higher than those in the medium and the lower of the country population density countries. And then I used the multivariant analysis to make to compose all these variables together to show the correlation of each variables, and I used the heat map to show the relationship of them, and this is what I have learned myself to draw it, and I used the multi regression model to give it a result to shows that the aging the age has a significant influence on new cases, and the vaccination rate in different times may have different effects on death and new diagnosis. Because in this analysis, I just choose one point of the time, so it will be changeable when it choose to be another time. And also, and in this report, I think that it was important to use multivariant analysis. It could reveal the true relationship between these variables, and also the structure of the population in aging should be pay much attention when to the public medicine. And in this report, I used QCAT and group by ID max to get the subset out from to select the data of them in here, and also use the different regression analysis